Hello, welcome back. Bamboo skirt, the one-tone version. One-tone meaning one single fabric. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button so you can get notified the moment we drop a new video. I remain Oluwafalakemi, your tutor on this channel. What will require to complete this is listed right there. Let's get right into it. We've completed the part of creating the pattern. The one tone would be used with the plain fabric there, 2-tone and 3-tone, that way. This video is basically for the one tone. So without too much beating around the bush, let's get started. We'll open up the pattern. We'll be using the same pattern for the others, but first the one tone. We'll open it up, ensure that it's laying flat and no part is laying on each other. Towards the end of the pattern, the end of the opening, we notice there's a bit of overlap down there. If you'll be cutting everything on one fabric, you will have to fold some bit of the side that will be on the inside of the pattern, following either of the folds on the inside, because we wouldn't want any part of the joining to show on the outside. But for me, I'll be going through that side. I decided to read the pattern into two so as to be able to fit into my video frame. So I will label the part that will require seam allowances so as not to get it all mixed up by the time I lay it out on the fabric. The part you are not sure, fold it up and see where it ends. That way you know if you require seam allowance or not. Done for that, then I go to the other side and do the same. So that done, I lay it out flat on the fabric and tape it in place. And you can decide to pin it together at this stage, but I prefer to tape it in place first, add the allowances, trim off the parts of the fabric that I wouldn't need before pinning together. Even after I've decided to cut it into two, you can still see it's not fitting into my video frame. Although I might decide to cut it into more than 2 pieces, but really there's really no big deal about it. So I've added my seam allowances to the side I require it. Now let's cut. So that's done. Let's fold it and prepare it for steam pressing. Oh, before folding, I would pin it together. I will ensure I pin the parts that will be showing on the outside after folding, as such The triangles that were fixed into the gaps, I will not be pinning on that part. So pinning done, folding in place is the next. After I fold each layer, I tape it so it's all itself in place. That's done. I took the liberty to do the other side also. I've steamed first. Now I'm taking out the pins so we can detach the pattern piece from the fabric. So you detach the pattern piece from the fabric for that also. Put the pattern pieces together because that's what we'll be using for the other two, the 2-tone and the 3-tone. So now let's stick them together, starting from the base where the opening happened. If you are not sure of where to place it, bring your pattern close so you can be able to know where you're supposed to fit them together. So snip into that part, place them together, pin it together, mark your seam allowance and stitch it in place. That's done. Now we begin with the folding. That first, fold it in place. Please, whatever the folds you were able to generate from the steam pressing, follow those folds. They will be a very good guide. So using the crease as a guide, 1 centimeter away from the crease, that is where you would stitch. To avoid mixing it out, just take it. Once you mark it, then stitch it in place. Then trim off the excess because we really don't need the excess weight. That's done. Go to the next. It, check if it's standing well, mark your seam allowance, stitch it in place, check it to be sure there are no openings, flip it back, trim off the excess. That done. To the next. That same process all the way till we get to the very last opening. That's also done. The next one. The process is like that till you get to the very last opening. So now let's hasten it up, since you now understand the process. We're drawing up because we really don't want too much weight on the apparel. But if you feel it's only so much weight for you, you can leave it in place. Just keep stitching on. So that's it, all stitched together. You can see it's looking like our original typical drawing. Now let's finish up the skirt. I've cut the lining, I've cut the back panels and the lining for those also. So we stick the end, top stitch it, stick the waistline also, and top stitch same. Don't forget to notch the angle at the end line so you can be able to fold it easily when you're done stitching. So done. That's what it looks like on the outside for the front panel of the skirt. Now let's go attach the back panel and complete it off. So pin the two parts together, take it to a sewing machine and make the two pieces into one. As such, complete our bamboo skirt. There it is, the back, that's the inside, all clean and completely done. And that's the front view of the skirt. There it is. As such, bamboo skirt one tone completed. We're going to the two tone. It will be a little different, and the finishing also will be a little different. I hope this is very helpful for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified the moment we have a new video. The two-tone will be dropping in a few days, and the three-tone will be dropping a few days after the two-tone. Till our next video, I really appreciate your being on this channel. Till then, bye-bye.